the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, the quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Quarterback making checks. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Soft spot in the middle.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start this season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. half's over, and here comes the offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Clark. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Ncaa26 will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Can't get him to the ground. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
To the air on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Camarda. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He makes the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Direct snap. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 21 to San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work. especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Clark. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The shot that clears, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Ford. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the shot that clears wants to crank the tempo.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Clark. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got the quick completion. Reaches into the bag and moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for space. It's Camarda. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Clark. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he added the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. Well, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Finding open areas. Turning it on! Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
The offense changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Pettis. Got enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the shot to clears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting.
Breaks into the open. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Bulls are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Buffalo.
The Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Lewis. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the Bulls looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Runs through a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
To the air, it's Clark. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the shot to clear has come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The shot that clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Clark. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Camarda.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground, and he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. On the move. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking for a crease. It's Camarda. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Using the quick game. He's not going to get in. The two-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got it in the middle, it's Corn. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his target down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, trailing late here in the fourth quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
The Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Making side adjustments here. He's open on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And the Bulls are rolling down the field. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This is a designed run. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Coastal Carolina.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Back to throw, it's Clark. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down. But we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking for space, it's Lachey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Back to pass. It's Clark. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They're getting everybody to the line of scrimmage. Got to line up, spike it, stop the clock, and try to get the game-winning field goal up. On 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it's good after the earlier miss. Redemption and celebration after the game winner. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a